welcome my Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Cancer, waxing to full in Aquarius, July 2021? I'm your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Leo, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Leo, Mars conjunct Leo rising, the archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Meow. Hi, really good mood. There's some astrological thing going on today, which is about playfulness and taking things lightly, and it's hitting me, and I'm okay with it. And at the time of this recording, so I hope you are doing well. Your lovely 5th house, creativity, good time, good fortune, pleasure sign that we are. Let's do this. We're doing a 5-card draw, 1 card from 5 different decks to get you the clues, tips, and hints you need about a specific timeline, therefore not a timeless read. We are looking at the new moon on Friday, July 9th, new moon in Cancer, and then it's a waxing moon read to the full moon in Aquarius, Friday, July 23rd, 10:37 p.m. The one on the new moon is at 9:17 to 10:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am in New York, and you know, New Yorkers like saying where we're from, because if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. It doesn't rhyme really. Yeah, let's not rip off old Blue Eyes, blessed be. These 5 decks that I am reading from, 1 card each. Each one represents not just one of the pantheons of the divine to which I am intimately contracted to work with and them through me in this life, but also the 5 magical elements, fire, earth, air, water, spirit, making the 5-pointed star in the Circle of Pentacles. So if you are a witch like moi, eclectic, though I'm very eclectic at 52 years old. Yes, I know I don't look shit. Yes, I know I don't look my age. Thank you. Then certainly what intention work, prayer work, whatever you want to call it. One of my clients called it a spell kit read. I was like, oh yeah, it is very that, isn't it? Fire, earth, air, water, spirit. A well-balanced spell has all 5 elements. So let's get up in this gig. You know the YouTube rules about general reads and all that stuff. Aside from that, all I can ask is anybody, first of all, anybody who wants a reading, a private reading with me. I'm booking like crazy, it seems. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can try my email at drawingthecircle@gmail.com, but if it's your first time contacting me, it sits in the spam filter, and I get like, it feels like over 100 spam messages a day. It's just, I'm sure that's with everybody. So social media is just easier, and by all means, if you'd like to get a little deeper taste of what I'm about mystically, my book Words of Grace from a Professional Witch is on Kindle, $9.99. You can even go preview it, and you don't need Kindle, you just need the free Kindle app. So take it for what it's worth. I am certainly a Leo rising, very strong artist archetype in me that way. So I think you'll find it worthwhile. Anyway, $9.99 USD, cheaper than a pack of cigarettes. So. Well, and I would say a 6-pack of beer, but I guess it depends on the beer, right? Anyway, all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box with other little linky links for your entertainment and education and edutainment purposes, should you so like. Otherwise, I'm ready to do this. Please take it. Oh, focus on your breath if you will. What, both feet on the floor if you can. You don't gotta. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace. Cool beans, let's do this. Breathe. Plugging in, downloading, buffering, here we go. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism to please leave the magical spell card by Lucy Cavendish, Blue Angel Publishing, to give us the element of fire here for the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun watching this video. Receiving this reading. What is the spell fragment, right? Just to take maybe a free-floating desire within them and like fixed fire, Leo, right? Put a fine point on it, refine it a little bit, give it a little shape, a little detail that they can cast for, intend for, start creating, what have you. This new moon in Cancer, waxing to full in Aquarius, just making sure it's just one. Wow, this is interesting. Divine guidance. Whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. Well, loving that for us. I'll claim this, sure. Divine guidance is how I live my life. I mean, not just because I'm a YouTuber who does readings, but, you know, I'm a mystic. And really, my book, Words of Grace, really is a book of prayer. Yeah, it's based on the work of Carolyn Mays to a large extent. I love her. Her book's Anatomy of the Spirit really gave a foundation for the chakra chapters, if you like, and her work Defy Gravity. But all of that practice is just to help keep me in alignment so that I can hear exactly this. The divine guidance, and not just hear it, see it, notice it, our way through this quantum hologram called human life on planet Earth. Whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. Nice element of fire. Let's get you an element of earth here. The Crystal Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno, consecrated to the voice of Archangel Ariel, my personal archangel. And Leo, if you're interested, the name Ariel translates into lion or lioness of God. In other words, she's the Archangel of Lions, and I'm Archangelo. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for the huge archangelic heads up on that one that she had no idea about. All right, breathe. My beloved Archangel Ariel, I don't know if that's just my connection with you or the energy here for the Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their crystal oracle? Either what's written in the book is an oracular message, the stone itself, whether they have it, their own experience of it, you know, whether they want to get it. What's their element of earth, right, to help them ground this very high element of fire for divine guidance here. In other words, it's not just about guidance from, you know, another human being horizontally. We're talking vertical guidance here, and what does it take to see that that guidance is always around us? Give us a really clear and clarifying crystal oracle here for them this new moon in Cancer to full in Aquarius. Good old-fashioned amethyst. Oh, come on, you got an amethyst. Of course you have it. Everybody. Isn't that like global law? Everyone must have the basic quartz set. Clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, and if you're fancy, citrine, right? Got more rocks. I got my rocks on more than I got them off. So let me read it to you. I mean, we know it is a third eye, but particularly a crown chakra stone for me, but to each their own. Let me read you what the bookie book has to say. Spirituality, positive transformation, meditation. With divine guidance, I think we're off to a rather clear start. You are being urged to embrace your shadow side. Now, hopefully you're watching my channel and you got the full moon to new moon reads. Those are shadow reads, right? So if you have been doing that, if not, you might want to watch that one after this. Take an inventory of all those aspects of yourself that you are afraid to show the world because you perceive them to be bad or inadequate. And a really clear, clairaudient thing here, particularly to the divine. What, you think the divine doesn't know about your shadow? Got a little secret for you here. Don't tell anyone. But your shadow issues are written into the life that you incarnated in. In other words, your soul has no shadow. It comes from unity, right? It is a perfect hologram of the divine as a whole, WHOLE, right? Chosen to incarnate, to play a role in a personality with a genetic heritage and in a particular timeline where there's lots of shadow going on. But chances are, if you're watching my channel, your high vibe soul that was sent down here during essentially what's playing out to, symbolically speaking, at least look like Armageddon. I mean, it's like a checklist. Yeah, I could have been not a biblical scholar, but a comparative religion scholar, but tweed jackets and professor, blah, no thanks. Not enough fun for me. I'd rather be doing this from my home, honestly. Right, so that thing of maybe feeling bad or inadequate. And get that that's not the truth of who you are, but that's what you came here to transform, and through the unity consciousness of it all, as you heal it, you help everyone else heal that. Meditate on these qualities, in other words, the ones that you don't like, right? Shadow just means you don't want to look at it, or if you know it's there, you don't want anybody else to see it. Acknowledge them. See how they serve both you and others. Then love them and bring them into your heart. When you realize that every aspect of you serves a purpose, there will be no need to deny half of who you are. Carl Jung said, I would rather be whole, W-H-O-L-E, than good. I kind of live my life that way. Just be yourself and understand that there's nothing in your life you need to fix. There are simply aspects of yourself yearning to be embraced and loved, and that's true. And if you are an empath, like me, predominant divine feminine, first wave of ascension, I'm never exactly sure if I'm just feeling me or I'm feeling the people in the neighborhood or members of my family or who knows, the whole globe, what we're going through here, right? So shadow work is just a great big huge part of planetary ascension because we're all one. Duh. This is a time of profound change, a time of positive transformation, which will have a lasting impact on every area of your life and to some degree on those around you. And like I said, with divine guidance here, it's like the divine knows what your shadow is. It was written into the script before you incarnated. Yeah, your soul is the perfect child of the divine. Perfect, right? And so everything that we go down, it's like amusement park slash gym slash park course down here, but for the evolution of the soul, not always giving the ego what it wants, right? Oh God, I wish that was different. I'm sure there are other planets that are just, yeah, everything you want instantly manifests and you get bored with it because there's no challenge. I know, we're like, I would have fun, yeah. For a couple of thousand, whatever they call it there, years. Element of air. Healing with the angels. Oracle, who are the angels you need to think about, right? Contemplate, meditate, pray to, however you work that. Breathe. As well as the air that feeds the fire. I call upon the angels and archangels of fire, power of fire, direction of the south, the Michaelites, Archangel Michael and his brood, his legion, please. One card in clarity for the Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. Those cards are in the wrong order. That would have driven me nuts eventually. Thank you for pointing it out. Who are the healing angels? The Legion of Healings. It is Healing with the Angels, Oracle after all, that they most need to think about, research, focus on, meditate upon, pray about, whatever their element of air is, with this divine guidance, right? And their element of fire, and this amethyst, that card of spirituality, shadow work, transformation, meditation. Yeah, who are the angels in on this new moon in Cancer to full in Aquarius? Spiritual growth. I see a trend here. Right? This is all about your spirituality. And I'm going to say the healing angels of spiritual growth, there's so many different ways to look at that, and only you are going to really know for sure. One is that the healing angels of spiritual growth are coming to help you so that you can grow spiritually. And I would think that would make sense with any kind of shadow work, transformative stuff that you're going through, in order to be much more clearer, more lead than gold in your system, symbolically speaking, to, well, lead is an insulator, gold is a conductor, to shift that alchemical balance, doing the shadow work from, that's why I read the shadow reads, they're helpful for me, and I'm doing them, so that you can receive the divine guidance, or perhaps see the guidance that's already with you, because we're never without guidance and grace. It's just we may be tuned to a different channel. Not the same bat time, same bat channel. Talking to shadow work there. So let's get our element of water on the table here, shall we? The Whispers of Love Oracle. And I know now that this deck is a party turner. Party turner. Oh my God, all of a sudden, now we get this feels like this is the wild card deck here. Seems to be working that way. Voices of the higher selves, but also the element of water, the emotional part of this, right? Because otherwise, casting a spell without the element of water, the power of 3 will set us free. The power of 3 will set us free. Did you think the video paused? Some of you did. That's not intuitive. I grow flat leaf parsley outside. The New little sprigs are outside. Breath freshener. I use it for protection magic. I always take a little nibble off the top. That was just a piece of parsley. Breathe. Even though I live alone, there's no need to not have fresh breath. Isn't that right, Lyons? Roar. Breathe. Right, death by flat leaf parsley. At least it's Italian. Please, I call to the higher selves of all involved. I'm in a good mood today. Thank you. Fifth dimension above, 8th chakra, and above there's the energy we're feeling for. What is the Whisper of Love you have for us? Delightful, delicious, lovely Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Our element of fire, focused on divine guidance. Our element of earth, the Amethyst, which is not hard to find at all, right? Transformation, shadow work. With the healing angels of spiritual growth, this seems very much like very, very clear-cut puzzle pieces fitting together. So what is the element of water, right? The piece of information, inspiration, or insight in a whisper of love. For my Leos, this new moon in Cancer, waxing to full in Aquarius. Be authentic to who you are. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. I cannot tell you how important authenticity is to me. Now that is parsley. I can feel it. It's right here. Literally stuck in my craw. Abraham Hicks, white courtesy telephone. To me, I've been lied to and deceived so much that I'm very, very clear about not fronting. Right? I am Leo rising. Hear me roar. Doesn't mean I get it right every day. But certainly if you want authenticity, two things. If you want authenticity, you have to be authentic about who you are and what you want. All right, enough. I will pause this and get a sip of water if this doesn't go down. Don't worry. You don't want to hear me cough all day. I get it. But you also have to be aware that people are going to be afraid by that, particularly people who are fronting or don't know who they are. And I feel like this is a part of that. It's like you're really finding who you are spiritually. Birthless, deathless, sinless, guiltless, soul, hired to play a role during planetary transformation. Of course it's not easy, but it is simple. Hold on, I'll be right back. A whole parsley bush flew out. No. It's clinging to my uvula. There's a word you don't hear often, unless you went to Use Dance circa 1984. Anyway, all right, be authentic to who you are. Now, maybe that is an intuitive thing. Maybe that, because I'm a Virgo, so I often get very visceral, physical, intuitive hits. Maybe there is something that you need to spit out here. Be authentic to who you are. You're asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel, but also with all these other cards, divine guidance, amethyst, and spiritual growth. This might be about you outing yourself as a spiritual being. Well, like there's any other kind, but you know, you can't expect muggles to get it every time. They will, just not their time yet. All right, last card down would be your card of spirit, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. Kahn! We love him so, I love him so much. Never met him, wanted to. We were in New York at the same time. I was at DragCon. He was doing a workshop for Hay House, and never our paths did meet. But blessed be, love his work big time. His YouTube channel is pretty awesome. Matt Kahn, All for Love, and I have all 3 of his books, and they're amazing. Lent one to somebody, didn't get it back. Yeah, not so great. Shall we, darlings? The element of spirit, the perfect healing mantra from the Ascended Masters, and I'm going to say the Ascended Masters of spiritual growth, because that's what this is. Please take a nice deep breath. Laughing at me. You don't have to cough on air. I'm only human. Sorta. My Ascended Masters General Assembly, please. One card in clarity for the Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra for us lovely Leonines? To charge the spell, if you will, to keep it going, right? Cast the spell on a new moon and then keep the mantra going for 14 days. Considering the element of fire here, divine guidance, whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind, working with Amethyst, card of meditation, shadow work, transformation, spirituality with the healing angels of spiritual growth, the higher self saying be authentic to who they are. They're being asked to be real and true, pertaining to who they are and how they feel. No probs so far. Fire, earth, air, water. What is the card of spirit for my lovely Leos? Perhaps myself included, this new moon in Cancer, waxing to full in Aquarius. Oh, work! Rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. Instant mnemonic device written into that, right? More good, less bad, right? The more often I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel. It doesn't say you're never going to feel bad, but this is great. All right, I'm getting it. There's this buzz you can get, I know. You can get a buzz from the higher octaves, the higher dimensions, whatever you want to call that, that all of a sudden you find yourself feeling amazing even though nothing's changed on the outside, right? That's a skill. And that does take practice. That's not a once and done. What is in this world? Rewriting the subconscious. I am, the more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. When the subconscious is rewritten, you are able to feel good on a regular basis, regardless of the way life unfolds. It's exactly what I'm talking about here. In rewriting the subconscious, you reverse the gravitational pull of conditioning. In other words, the shadow stuff that was written into the character before you took it on and forgot you were acting, right? To reverse the gravitational pull of conditioning. Love that. To become more familiar with the virtues of goodness. Now, not necessarily goodness, because witches, we don't do good. What is it? We don't do nice, we do right. Yeah. As goodness becomes more known, the opposite vibration of negativity can become a less frequent visitor in your life. That's so kick-ass. This mantra is ideal for relieving guilt, releasing shame, and finding joy in new beginnings. I'm telling you, all the divine guidance that you need is going to be available to you the more you do this mantra and actually practice it. And I just don't mean think it, but allow it to rise up in moments where, and I've been doing this one, like just sitting outside in between readings, doing a meditation, a little Wim Hof, having a little sip of sun, and obviously chewing on some flat leaf Italian parsley, right? And just taking that moment to just look around me and just like, oh, this is lovely, right? Even that relaxation. And to me, the way you know you're in alignment with the higher self and the soul and the personality and the ego all in alignment is by how relaxed you feel. And this is very Leo, because what do we want more than anything else? To bask in the sun, get some kitty cookies every now and again, a clean litter box, somewhere to snuggle and to feel good, to just bask. Meow. Let me put it together for you. Shall I? Shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, my collective pantheons of the divine, please. May the Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Cancer to full in Aquarius, their opposite sign, by the way, that they may rewrite the subconscious. Because the more we embrace feeling good, the less often we will feel bad. And that's absolutely essential to get that spiritual vibe of really being authentic to who we are, because we're being asked to be real and true, pertaining to who we are and how we feel as we call upon the healing angels of spiritual growth to assist us in this. Real power of air, to be very, very clear that we are being healed through our spiritual growth, and our spiritual growth is also a path of healing. And to grab a hunk of amethyst here to deal with the shadows as they rise, understanding they may not all be ours, maybe 2%, but you know, the other 98 is global, and there is a positive transformation in play here, and that might very well be rising up high enough in vibration in meditation, following our own individual paths of spirituality that are ultimately all one anyway, that we do transform and absolutely have an effect not just on the people around us but all of life as a result of the divine guidance that we ask for. Get ready, breathe. That whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind for the well-being of all and with harm to none as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Oh my goodness gracious. Gotta read. But hey, look, if you're working it, you're working it. Just put your thing down, slip it, and reverse it. Really, really, really lovely. And by all means, I'm a spiritual counselor. I've been doing it for a very, very long time. I'm no longer affiliated with any particular church or ministry. A lot of what I do here online, as well as in private reads, as well as in my books, Words of Grace, is just stuff that I have learned and that I share as I try to live and teach by example the truth of who I am. Authenticity balls duty walls, as it would be. To the window, to the wall. Yeah. Sandra Bullock, Betty White flashback. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, like it, want more, subscribe, share, comment as you feel fit or desiring to do so. Do check out my book, Words of Grace. Book me. My deets are in the description box if you want more. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Cancer to full in Aquarius, my beloved Leonine. Shall we thwarp one more? Yeah, I got it right. Wind machine, wind machine. Love you all so much. Meow, hell. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.